What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dennis here at Do It All Garage. So, on my last video, I started replacing the axle bearings on this Honda Rancher that I'm working on. It's my father-in-law's bike, and I found a few more things wrong with it, and I didn't have all the parts to fix it, so I kind of came to a stop right there. I don't like working on stuff unless I have all the parts. It's just, I don't like doing it that way, so I had to order some more parts, and I'm going to go over them with you. So, one thing before I get started, on my last video, you saw me driving the bearing into this thing. If I can get it out, well, it's not coming out, but anyway, that's the axle tube. There's a new bearing and seal in there, and that is not always the correct way to do it. One of the safest ways is to put it in a press, because you're basically putting slow, even pressure on a part, and if you're not careful when you're using one of those, then especially on like cast plates, like on these differential or gearbox, or not gearbox, but gear case covers and stuff like that, they're usually made out of cast material, and they can break if you don't have it pressurized correctly, and you go beating on it too hard, they will break. So be careful when you're using them. Just wanted to point that out. So anyway, here's some of the parts I ordered for it. Number one, I had to get a tool. This is a special tool. I can't remember who makes this. Helix Racing Products. Okay, there's some part numbers on it right there, and I'll show you what this is for. Okay, just real quick over here. I'm gonna go through my messy garage. I'm gonna turn my light on. So, okay, if you can see, let me get my camera in the right position, sorry. That right there is the nut that it's actually a bolt. It looks like a nut, it's a bolt. And that's what holds the swing arm onto the frame of a Honda Rancher. And it's like that on both sides. And that's what that tool is for sticking in there and backing that thing out. Now, as you noticed, there is no cap on it to keep all the mud and stuff out of it. So I bought a new cap. So that's going to be replaced. So I got the cap. I got this new boot that is going right here to replace that torn one. That thing's ripped open. You definitely don't want that. And I figured while I'm replacing the boot, I might as well put some brand new clamps on it. I don't want to run into issues like that and get held up for another week because I didn't spend the extra 10 bucks on new clamps. I got O-rings for to seal up the brake drum on the rear, and some more O-rings to seal up the axle tubes. And this is a, God, what is this thing? They call it a brake drum dampener, I think, or a ring dampener. And I figured, I might as well order all that while I'm tearing into this thing. And so anyway, so yeah, that's the tool. Also ordered some diff seals. I'm not going to pull that differential off of there and not reseal it. There's no way I'm going that far into it and not putting new seals in that thing. So the last thing I want to do is to have to do this twice. It's kind of a big job, but it's all right. I'm looking forward to it, actually. I bought some new brake shoes also. These are non-centered. They're just carbon pads. But so yeah, so I finally got all my parts here, and hopefully I'm going to start on this thing hopefully tomorrow night, maybe the next day, and I will be posting another video about it. So just wanted to go over all that with you real quick, and stay tuned because I'm going to get this thing fixed up. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe if you'd be so kind. Thanks a lot.